What's up, guys? Thought I'd make a quick little video real quick while I run and get my son from school. Had a chance to snag the ST, so I went ahead and still running the E50 tune, so I went ahead and got filled up, did all the mixing and stuff for my wife. One thing I wanted to kind of share with you guys that I learned that I didn't realize, since gas is so high, I think this is a pretty interesting thing. So normally, like if you're, for an example, run like a 93 tune, 93 octane is very expensive, probably, $450 plus depending on where you live. I'm in Texas, so it's actually like cheaper here than most places, and I think it was still like $430 something for 91 a minute ago. So with gas prices being that high, what you can do with the ST that's super cool, because Ford does their widebands and everything with the computer system, and everything is knock limited to where you really can't over or under fuel it. It'll pull itself back. It has like safety measures. So what you can do is, since gas prices are so high, no one wants to run 93 octane probably, if you want to, just because it's so expensive, but you still want the performance. So you could go, and ZFG has the best model for this, because he has an auto octane fuel that'll basically adjust your boost levels based on spark and knock and all that stuff that I don't really understand, but whatever the ratio is for it to be right for the computer, that's the max amount of power it will give you at that certain octane. So the higher the octane, the more the power increases until a certain point, which is really cool. I think it's awesome for like road trips or anything. If you're driving around, you can fill the 91, next tank 89. Whatever's available, you can have it. But even 5-star and these other guys, like for an example, if you wanted to do an E30 tune, if you have E85 available to you, you can do, to reach that E30, if you have 87 octane or 86, say 87 octane fuel available and it has 10% ethanol in it, you can do just a higher mix of the E85 in gas concentration, and you can still reach an E30 blend of fuel that'll have a higher performance on your vehicle whenever the tune's loaded than a 93 tune would. And it costs cheaper doing the mixture of E85 and 87 to get your total tank than it does to get the 93 tank all the way full, because the gap in the fuel pricing. So I thought that was really cool, because you can basically run a light performance tune, which a lot of guys actually only run E30. You still get a huge benefit from going E30 over like 91 or 93, and you can do an E30 mix with the cheaper gas, which is what I just did. But I actually did I'm still on the E50 tune, so what I did is, instead of doing 87 fuel and ethanol mix, just because I don't really want to cheap out on the gas on this vehicle. I'm not in a position where I have to really, so I want what's best for the vehicle, because I beat the hell out of this thing, and I want it to perform good, and I want it to last. So I went with 91, but normally, or I went with 90, I'm sorry. No, it was 89. It was 89 at that pump. So I put 89 octane fuel in it, and I'm going to run through the car wash real quick, but I run 89 octane fuel in a mixture of the E85, and I got a roughly E50 mix. I tried to do like a right out of E40, E50. The calculator said it was E50, but I didn't test the E85, so I don't really know for certain. But like I said, these things have the fail safes in them to where, it's only going to give it as much power as it can handle. And you can actually physically pull it back in the power whenever the gas isn't fully mixed in. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get the STL washed up. Then I gotta pick the son up from school, and just thought I would give you all a little bit of that knowledge. I didn't know that, which was cool, because like I said, you can do it cheaper. And there's like a chart that ZFG did on the ST forums on Facebook that I could probably get pulled up for y'all, or put in the bio, and it shows like the cost per gallon and cost per mile on every single one of his tunes with the ethanol. So, give or take, obviously, how often your foot's in the gas and things like that, but it gives you a rough idea of, at that power level, what your gas cost would be, and it's actually cheaper to run the lower ethanol or the lower octane content fuel with a higher E85 mixture to get that E30, E50 mix. So thought that was cool. Just thought I'd give that to y'all. Y'all are not going to be able to hear me here in a second. So until next time.